Hey, hey, hey. Time for another out of this world story from rSpace. Cheated on by wife, left for another guy. She still texts me frequently and cries to me how I'm doing better than her and how it's not fair. To start, I'm 31, male, and wife is 28, female. We have 2 kids, 7 and 5. My wife asked me for a separation on August 27th, 2020. She left that day and was apparently living at her mom's. The day after, I get messages from her cousin that she's been cheating on me. Wife claims she never did up to this day. A week after, we met up to do a Zoom meeting on her phone to meet our son's teacher online. She gets a Facebook message saying something like, "Only a few hours," eggplant emoji, peach emoji, sweat emoji. After the meeting, I asked her if she could explain that, and she said she didn't want to talk about it and that she deleted the message already. She said it was a girlfriend of hers because my wife was going on a date, and apparently girlfriends get excited for each other and think they're just going to get laid, which I obviously didn't believe at all. I got really upset and told her to leave. Around Thanksgiving, October for us in Canada, she told me she was taking the kids to another city to visit her grandparents and go swimming for Thanksgiving. She ended up lying and actually went with our kids and this guy she apparently cheated on me with and stayed in a hotel. On their drive back, the car engine blew and died. The car she fought me for and owes almost $12,000 on still makes payments on every couple of weeks. This is when I started to believe in karma a little bit more. Between September and November, my wife and I drank together and had sex around 5 or 6 times. I still wanted her back and I really wanted to have sex with her. The part that I'm realizing now is that she's been seeing this guy for a while now. I found pictures of them about a week and a half ago. Ever since I saw those pics and confirmed things, I've stopped talking to her. I just wanted to believe all her lies, even when they were obvious. So she's cheated on me, left me for him, and was cheating on that guy with me? Just 2 weeks ago, before I found out for sure, she came over and we were talking, and she was letting me feel her up and give her a full body massage and everything. Right now, I can't even fathom what's going on in her head. Some other extra facts. The kids are doing well, my apartment is spotless, and I've lost 50 pounds since she left me, 235 down to 185. She's come to my place a couple of times and has cried to me about how it's so unfair how I'm doing so much better than she is. She said it's not fair that I'm doing all this now and not when we were together. She told me she still loved me on Christmas and bought me Christmas gifts. And not just junk, but a bottle of sake because she knows how much I want to visit Japan and like making ramen and such. So she put thought into it. I don't mean to sound rude either, but she doesn't look very good nowadays either. She's been putting on weight, has gone hard into drugs and drinking. She tells me she cries all the time. She told me she was depressed with me, left me thinking it'd be better, but is still depressed and that messes with her. But as we know, happiness comes from within, and she has none. So if you left me for someone, at least be happy about it and make the best of it. She hasn't texted me for 4 days now. This is the longest she hasn't texted me in 4 months. She has told me before, when we were together, that if she ever left, I would fail. When I started a job working in a kitchen, started as a dishwasher, she said I would never make any friends. Apparently, she forgot how social and good with people I am. All the waitresses loved me. I moved from dishwasher to working on the line and being asked if I wanted to bartend. At the time, I was overweight and my self-worth and confidence were shot, so I didn't take up the bartending. She didn't like how many people, especially the girls, ended up liking me. Throughout the marriage, whenever me and my wife would go out drinking, she would always end up twerking on the wall or the floor and letting guys videotape her. She flirted with everyone and even had many of their close friends thinking I wanted a threesome with her. I don't drink often, but one Halloween I drank too much at a friend's party, ended up passing out and throwing up everywhere. While I was doing that, she was in the bathroom with guys, showing her tits off for free coke and who knows what else. But she convinced me nothing happened and ended up making me think I'm crazy and everyone was wrong, basically gaslighting me. I'm seeing a therapist now, and I'm learning that basically she just needs attention from external sources nonstop. Getting it from her husband just wasn't enough. I know we all have issues. Our marriage wasn't perfect. I know I still love her and care about her, but I won't be a back burner or a second choice. I hate comparing how me and her are doing, but it makes me feel better right now. I have my own place, a dog, happy kids, my own vehicle, money, in university, and even though I feel like complete garbage, I'm going through the emotions so I can fully move on and try to be at peace. Whereas she is living with her mom, broken car, no vehicle, asking me for money, and living off of CERB, COVID money. Unhappy, depressed, thought the grass was greener and it isn't. She is so afraid to be alone with her own thoughts that she still sleeps with her mom or the kids sometimes. When I have moved on, she will not. I don't know if she will ever move on, because she knows she made a mistake and is stubborn. In the end, I just don't know why she cheated and left, but continues to text me, has had sex with me, says how much I'm doing better than her. It boggles the mind. But then again, how can you understand someone who doesn't even understand themselves? I'm doing well, but some weeks I just feel so much hurt. Like she pulled my heart out, shattered it, and banged the other guy on top of the shattered pieces. Anyways, that's the story. There's so much more I can say and background that I could give, but I think this does it. Thanks for reading. Feel free to ask any questions or whatnot. It's a difficult time to get separated, cheated on, and COVID at the same time. Let's check in with the community and see how they react. First up, Herd Nerfer. Clearly, when she's faced with a decision, she just takes the easy way, regardless of consequences. You need to do your best to treat her as your child's mother and nothing more, at least until you feel you are truly over her. The OP responds, "Thank you. I agree with you. As I can see things much more clearly now, she is clearly a coward and has never held herself accountable. I prolonged my healing process too long, which is why I'm staying out of contact with her for now, unless needed to about the kids." Fallen 1 millisecond says, "So are you supposed to roll over and die and pine for her forever? How self-centered do you need to be? Like, she needs your life to be ruined so she can confirm to herself that she was valuable to you. I don't get this dog crap mentality. If they wanted an improved partner or to solve their relationship problems, couldn't they just talk about it? You purposely spilled your own milk, and now you're crying over it? Reading this makes my brain hurt." Edit. I just read about the validation issues. OP, she's just hurt that you moving on is one less source of validation for her. She's just insecure. Can't help that crap. Also, they always think the grass is greener, but it's only because the grass is growing on top of a sewage tank. OP's reaction? Oh, it makes my brain hurt just as much. That's why I try not to understand it anymore. I'll never understand it because I could never do something like this myself. Thank you very much. The sewage tank makes me laugh. Much appreciated. A rather thorough reaction comes next from Chepo 1966. Look, it shows that you are a good man and a great father. It is a shame that you are living all this and for so long. In any case, you knew that it was a matter of time that your wife left. She never loved you. You were only a safe place for her. The bad thing is that she has 2 children in common, for which you must act as such. Is Decker, like a father who is concerned about the safety of his children. Brother, forgive me for telling you. Maybe it will make you thousands since you still live in a cloud of love for a woman who really is a crappy human being. It is good that you stop dreaming and start worrying about your children and yourself. You cannot allow a woman who is a drug addict and alcoholic to take them with her new partner, or you cannot think about the dangers that these children are exposed to with her. Brother, please, start the divorce proceedings, gather evidence, go to the VAR to tax everything when you are with her, to obtain full custody. Please stop dreaming about this woman. This girl is evil. I bet you she is go to bed with anyone for drugs, and you have a relationship with her. If you love your children, please take care and protect your children. Do a lot of exercises. That will clear you, and you will begin to see things more clearly. You will be able to sleep well and really care about your children. Sorry for being so honest, but it's the truth. Another thoughtful comment from Terser78. We know why she does it. She's a broken person that has unchecked mental health issues that make her decision-making poor. But we don't know why you entertain her anymore. You clearly haven't cut her off yet, but you need to if you want to believe you're ready to move on yet. The best advice is to go no contact except for kids. Gray rock and 180 the hell out of her. Stop letting her into the house. When she wants to talk, cut her off and or walk away. She's a cake eater. She wants her cake, a fair partner, and eat it too. Domestic life. You're letting her hold on to that dream by even entertaining her. I know you still love her, but you admit you can't share her in your life, and that is exactly what you're doing. She can't give you what you need. Focus on yourself and your needs. And if there are drugs and alcoholism involved on her part, protect your children from that, legally if necessary. They should not be exposed to that. Sure as hell do everything to prevent her from leaving town like that. That is traumatizing for the children. One final thought from the OP. Thanks. I totally agree, and I'm putting all of my energy into myself and the kids right now. They are my number one priority. I had to give my head a shake and see things for how they are, so I'm definitely going no contact right now. Moving on to another really quick story. My 28 female boyfriend probably cheated on me during a party, 27 male. We have been dating for 3 years. It was one of his friend's birthday, and he was invited to the party at his house. I didn't go, as I had work, and I am not a party person. He stayed the night there before coming in the morning. I don't mind this, as it happens once a year, and he did tell me that he would probably stay over and come home in the morning. He has been behaving in a very strange manner since he came back that day. He was silent. He didn't speak much. He looked extremely troubled. I asked him if anything happened, and he said no. I didn't push it, and I thought it was a fight with his friend or something along those lines. It has been going on for a week. He's spending a lot more time alone. He sticks to his side of our bed, and he froze up when I tried to cuddle with him, and we haven't had sex this week, which is pretty unusual. He seems very out of it. He tries to act like everything is okay when I ask him about it. I have never seen him like this. We've been through some tough times, and he has always wanted me close. It feels like he's pushing me away. I texted his friend and asked him if anything had happened. He was a bit evasive at first, but told me that my boyfriend got very drunk and he saw him being led to a room by a girl. I honestly feel so sick. I never thought he would cheat on me. Maybe he feels guilty about it, but he did cheat. Being drunk is not an excuse. We just signed a new lease, and I know I will have to break up with him. I really love him. I thought we were going to get married. I need to break up with him. I am scared. I need to talk to him about this. I just can't understand why he wanted to cheat on me. I thought we were happy. I just need some help getting through this and communicating with him. Our reaction comes from Ebby45. Okay, I obviously don't know what actually happened that night, but what is being described here sounds like it could be assault or rape rather than cheating. I only say this because your boyfriend's reaction sounds similar to what a sexual violence survivor's reactions might look like, myself included. Also, the fact that he was very drunk and was led to a room by a girl, I think you should be very careful how you approach this topic with him. I would not accuse him of cheating. The OP has a reaction. I didn't even consider this. It seems like a real possibility. God, I was so wrapped up assuming that I got cheated on again in a committed relationship to even consider this. I don't know what to say. This is so horrible. It really makes sense. I think this was what his friend was trying to imply. Ugh, I'm so glad I didn't accuse him of cheating. If this is what happened, it would have made it worse for him.